Howdy y'all, it's Rain, and I'm going to do a video that y'all have been asking for lately. Everybody said they want to get to know a little bit more about me. So for those of you who came over from my YouTube channel and my Planet with a Palette cooking show that I've been doing for the past 2 years, you probably know a lot more about me. I even have an episode that has my wedding on it. But I am 43 years old. I live in Florida and I have lived here for the last 18 years now. And I am originally from Texas, which is why sometimes you'll hear me refer to myself as Texas Witch. One of my email addresses is texaswitchcraft@gmail.com. I am from a family full of witches. There's some lore that my dad's mom, who I haven't seen since I was a baby and she passed away years ago, but that she used to practice witchcraft and do cards and all kinds of things like that. On my other side, my mom actually converted to witchcraft back in the 90s, when there was that resurgence of, it was the craft, everything was popular. So my mom has been a witch for the last 30 some odd years, and I've always been kind of interested in it, but sometime in maybe about a decade ago, about 10 years ago, I really just felt like it was calling me and kind of started to get into doing magic and connecting with Mother Nature, and which is what a lot of it is about to me personally, and started doing some studies and realizing like, hey, I'm a witch. And so I called up my mom one day and I said, hey mom, I think I'm a witch. And my mom said, well, duh. And my sister in recent years has been getting more into witchcraft. She's always kind of been interested in it. Actually, she gave me this set of Osha Zen tarot cards, which y'all have seen me read from a time or two here. I love them. These used to be my sister's cards years ago, and she made this cool little baggie for them. She's very talented and crafty and has made me a lot of things for my Planet with a Palette cooking show as well. So yeah, my family is witches. That's us. We're the real life practical magic over here. And my spouse is also a witch. I don't know if they consider themselves a witch, but they do read tarot cards and they are very much into that. They are from France and that's where they currently live, and we are working on immigration. I'm also a parent of 2 amazing kids. One of them can be seen featured on my Planet with a Palette cooking show and has also been on a couple of these little shorts here because he let me use his cards. He also has a deck of tarot cards as well. So I have 2 kids. They're both super awesome. My oldest son is like super into doing plays and all that kind of stuff. He's done somewhere near, I don't think it's 20, it might be 19, but he's done almost 20 plays at this point and always gets really good roles and always just does such an amazing job. I love watching him act and sing, and he's just so talented. And my younger son, Arthur, is very into math. We are a family full of neurodivergent people. So I have ADHD, and I've never been diagnosed with autism or any sort of sensory disorder, but that's also because I haven't pursued a diagnosis. I think it is possible that I may be on the spectrum. Both of my sons are. So it's very cool. We're some cool weirdos in this house, and we love it that way. Speaking of being a weirdo, I am also non-binary. And my pronouns are they, them. I'm more than happy to answer any questions and talk about that. As long as you treat me respectfully, then we can have an open dialogue, because I do think it's important. Not a lot of people have enough education about what that means, and I am always more than happy to divulge my thoughts about that and the information that I have learned over time. As far as what I do for fun, I love to sing. I'm a big fan of karaoke. I love to paint. Y'all have seen me do some painting on here. I have a beautiful garden out front. I was getting my garden set up in the backyard too when my spouse was here a couple years ago. They actually set up like a whole sprinkler system for me so that I could handle doing the back garden as well, even though I'm disabled. But unfortunately, I had a lawn guy at that time who wrecked the whole system. So, so right now I'm just on my front porch garden, but that's okay. I love it. It's quite big and I'm growing all types of herbs. I do love to cook, hence the cooking show. And I do love to read tarot. One of the things that has always put me off from doing like professional tarot reading or doing videos like these is the fact that I do have CPTSD. And so my hippocampus never developed properly. So I have severe memory problems. Like I can have a conversation with you and there is a very good chance that I will not remember the conversation later. It's possible I might remember elements of it, but people do have to repeat themselves with me often, and I apologize for that in advance if you do interact with me. I'm not completely off book because of that. I've also been learning the French language for the past 4 years. I do have a 335-day streak on Duolingo, boom, boom. And by the time you watch this video, it'll probably be slightly more than that. But I do not speak French conversationally yet because that memory be like, so I'm not completely off book of reading tarot, but at some point I realized like I've read cards for people probably hundreds of times at this point, like friends, acquaintances, random strangers who want me to read their cards. So it's, you know, it just makes sense for me to do this. I love it. And I don't want to let my limitations keep me from doing what I love. So here I am. And I'm happy to be sharing with y'all some, meditation techniques that I have learned over time, because that's been one of the very central areas of my personal craft. Doing witchcraft is learning to meditate and center and find my own sort of like balance and inner light. And I'm so happy to share that with all of you. I also have been in therapy, trauma therapy for 7-8 years now, something like that. And so it's that I've learned a lot of techniques of both, meditation, also other breathing exercises, all kinds of stuff through therapy as well. So I do bring some of that with me. I do have a background in psychology. I actually did go to college. I did not get a degree, but I do have 3 years towards a psychology major. So therapy is something that I advocate for. Mental health is something that I advocate for. I think that when people address their mental health issues, they can have a much more fulfilling life. And that is definitely me. I have a much more fulfilling life because I have done the work. So I do advocate for that a lot, and you'll probably see that in some of my content as well. Yeah, that's a little bit about me. My name's Rain, and I refer to myself as a planet, which some people don't like, but I don't mind the fact that I'm big and round. In fact, I think I'm a cute little planet. So I am not here for the haters, but I'm sure I will get them. But I am here to basically just be myself and see if I can help anyone else out and give readings and, get to know my community of weirdos and neurodivergent people and queer people and witches. So I'm happy that y'all are all here and watching my content. I really appreciate you and look forward to lots more of these type of videos from me with all kinds of cool new tarot cards, because my deck collection has expanded in the time I've been doing these videos, because I've gotten so excited about reading tarot so much. Doing a daily tarot reading has been quite good for my soul. So if I've been able to impart some sort of wisdom, message, connection to source for you, I'm so happy for that. I love helping others, but y'all are helping me too just by being here and watching. So thank you so much, and I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.